President, Vice Captain, Captain-elect, past Captain, past President, guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to struggle with this next paragraph, but I'll get through it hopefully. It's been a great privilege to have spent this last year with your captain. Very unique in a way to be at the helm with your son. Something that I will look back on for the rest of my life. It's not very often that father and son hold the respective positions of president and captain. Something that will go down in history at this great club. Oh, and by the way, I've taught him everything he knows. Apart from the golf, obviously. I've had an amazing 2 years with great people around me, including two good captains, Tony and Chris. Therefore, my thanks go to you all. At this point, I would like to thank my sponsors for the nearest to the pins today. The lady captain, the captain, Johnny our professional, and Wayne Hyatt from Lexus. To all the guests here today made up of family and friends, I'm not going to single anybody out, but thanks to you all for being part of what will be a memorable day for years to come. I am overwhelmed with your support. It means a lot, so a big thank you to you all. Well, the weather, what can I say? We have experienced a mixture of both good and bad in recent weeks. Luckily today, I got through it. But previous to all that, and from about August last year to about April this year, we have come up against unprecedented times. In all my 49 years of being a member, I have never known weather like it. In fact, people have come up to me and blamed the nutholes for the weather, something both me and your captain will never forget. And I'd like to say to you, the members, thanks for being so loyal and patient. A big mention needs to be to Jason and his team, including volunteers who have got the course in what I would say excellent condition, and a condition that Accrington is used to.
Yeah.
And to be asked, sorry about that, to be asked and chosen by Elga to all the riding this year is a big feather in our cap, and long may that continue. This year's speech is going to be slightly different, in as much as I'm going to try my best to give you some history about this great club, something to which I am very proud to be part of. So, we'll start with, the original Accrington Golf Club was set up in 1893, following a meeting in Accrington Town Hall, and was duly located on the coppice within the town. In 1908, notice was served to quit the side and eventually to locate to our present site. Initially, this was in the form of a 9-hole course until 1928, when it was developed into 18 holes. The services of Open champion James Braid were utilised to develop the course, the results of which we still play to this day. In 1991, an automatic watering system was installed with money raised by the members, and the ponds on the course were enlarged to provide our own water supply. 1995-96 saw the planting of 16,400 trees to enhance the appearance and make the course more challenging. In 1999, the greens were gravel banded to improve the drainage, and in 2007, we enhanced them further by starting the programme of installing membrane pipes to assist. This is a big improvement and allows all year playing with the exceptions of frosty and snowy conditions. The clubhouse was converted from an old farmhouse and the locker room was added in 1966. And 3 further developments have taken place since to upgrade our facilities. I hope I'm not boring you there. I think it's history that members. So we'll move on to some notable players, and this is not everybody. So we had John Raleigh, a former member of the club. John was twice county champion and emigrated to America in 1961. Whilst there, he founded his own club manufacturing business, which became Links Golf. He was the first person to develop and patent the metal wood, which has subsequently changed golf. James Rothwell. James was an England international golfer, Walker Cup trialist, and twice captain of this great club. He was well known for his extreme length of the tee, and according to various sources, drove numerous par fours at this club with equipment that was not up to the standard of today's clubs and balls. Whilst playing the Open Champion at Hoylake, he was the only amateur to qualify for the final 36 holes, seemingly with the silver medal assured. He chose not to play on the final day. Didn't turn up. R.K. Bell. Dickie was an England international county champion and played over 50 matches for the county. He was a former secretary of the club and won the silver medal for leading amateur at the Open Championship. So we've had some great people. Sarah Walton. Sarah won the British Ladies Mid-Amateur Championship in 2003 at Hoylake in a sudden death playoff. Shortly afterwards, she turned professional and became assistant professional at Lytham Green Drive. She was awarded Titleist Assistant Professional of the Year. The pages are sticky. Which enabled her to become head professional at Accrington Golf Club in Hertfordshire. We move on to Trevor Foster, who sat at the bar actually over there. Trevor was an assistant to Bill Alling in the late 70s and early 80s. However, he decided that he wanted a career in greenkeeping and returned to the amateur game. His game flourished and he played in the Open Championship and Lytham, won numerous scratch competitions at regional and county level and played for Lancashire on over 100 occasions. As a result of this, the club bestowed on him honorary membership. Since reaching the qualifying age to play senior events, he has continued to thrive, winning several important tournaments and competed in the Senior Open. Subsequently, he was chosen to represent England at both national and international level. I might have missed something there, Trevor, but Nicky Bean, or Nicky Foster, as we know. Nicky started golf at the club and progressed through our junior ranks to eventually be chosen to represent both Lancashire and England golf and played in the Ladies Open Championship at Carnoustie in 2011. Lately, she has turned professional and is now professional at Whalley Golf Club. As you will agree, an outstanding number of people, both past and present, who have all been members of this great club. Finally, I would like to thank the usual people who make days like this something to remember. My wife, my daughter, Taryn and the bar staff, Ollie and the kitchen staff, all the helpers in the halfway house, June and Mandy, and everybody else. I don't want to single anybody else really. Greens, Handicap and House and Social. Colin for being the MC tonight and taking the piss. And if I've missed anybody out, I apologise now. So, if Taryn, you've got something for me or not? So obviously, yesterday was spent with my wife and my daughter making the sausage rolls which you all enjoyed
Shortcake
today.
biscuits.
And the shortcake biscuits as well. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's right. Yeah.
I'm confusing myself now.
So-
I think angry.
Not only that, for our wedding anniversary this year, I was in Portugal. So, as well as that, it's a belated wedding anniversary. And I've got something else for you, Kelly, because you know you both worked very hard for me yesterday, and I appreciate it. So all this coming with yours. And guess what? What colour is it?
Purple!
Would you have preferred a bottle of gin? Well, thank you. Again, my congratulations go to all the winners, and well done. So without further ado, let's move on. Well, we've had the prize presentation, so we're nearly at the end now. You'll be pleased to know. So, can we be upstanding? Let's raise our glasses and let's toast the Accrington Day. Gentlemen, ladies, Accrington Golf Club.
Accrington Golf Club.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your attendance tonight. Thank you.
He's a jolly good fellow.
He's a jolly good fellow, and so say all of us, and so say all of us, and so say all of us. For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, and so say all of us.
His alter ego to attend this evening. So I'm just going to bring his alter ego into the room, if that's okay. Now this,
Where's he gone?
this chap is a lot more interesting than Ian. And if you want to have a chat with him this evening, you're more than welcome. And we might have a charity name session later. And this is your president's alter ego. Now, we do believe a one-time board competition at Clitheroe. We won't hold that against you, Chris. And he's going to give the toast to the president and his dad.
Cheers, Carl. Lady President, Mr. President, of course, past dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen. Right then. Hang on, just let me follow that. Right then, where do we start with this stalwart of a man? Member of this club for 49 years, after joining at the age of 13. Current serving handicap chairman. Served on numerous committees, including 2 spells of house chairman. Represented the club in various team competitions, back when he was a good one. A past captain, great husband, great dad, and even better granddad. Ladies and gents, your president of Accrington Golf Club 2024, Mr. Ian Nuttall. It's such an honour for me to stand here today, captain of my Boyle club, and to be able to do it alongside my dad as president is absolutely unbelievable. This club plays a massive part in both our lives and means the absolute world to us both, and to be both stood up here as captain and president, dad and lad, like I say, massive honour, and created a bit of history along the way. We have both shared some great memories up here, growing up as a junior, with my dad as junior organiser, to playing in weekly competitions and just having a pint together.
Now this is something that may not sound so important to some, but it's the little things that I never take for granted. But definitely the best memory is me winning the riding with you, Caddy, both times. All these memories will stick with me for a lifetime. Now then, although I made this guy sound like butter wouldn't melt, he do have some flaws. And some that I feel I need to share with you tonight. Many of you know my dad. He's Mr. Particular, Mr. Organised, and basically straight down the middle in terms of rules and regs. For example, he thinks nothing of DQing people for entering wrong scores on the scorecards or on the computer, or his absolute favourite, not signing the scorecards, both of which he has done to me. But the most recent one is when he organised my captain's ride out. Yeah, he did a great job of organising it, does it every year, loves it. So he come to me and said, where do you want to go for your ride out? I just said, listen, you organise it, I just want to go somewhere different. So a couple of weeks later, right, it's all booked, happy days. He says, what I will say is you're not on it at the minute. I'm like, Dad, I'm captain and it's the captain's ride out. I think I need to be on it. Well, priority goes to people who have been on it the previous year. Hence Mr. Particular. So I thought, is he taking... Anyway, a couple of hours later I get a text message through, you're in. Tony Yates has dropped out. You know when you ride on. So thanks, Tony. The second one is my dad's dress sense. Although he's looking pretty sharp tonight, it's not always been the case. And over the years he's had some bright and very questionable golfing outfit choices. So every year, every birthday, every Christmas, every Father's Day, I buy him some smarter gear off Johnny. So his outfits are slowly getting better. But even after all of this, he still needs a sign of approval off my mum. Whether she agrees with the colour coordination and the outfit. So much so, on a recent trip to Portugal, he had to have a photo taken of himself every day so he could send it to my mum. So she could double check the colour coordination and whether the outfit was okay. So to carry all these colour coordinated outfits on a golf trip abroad, we all need a suitcase that matches our personality to carry them in. Now what 60-year-old bloke goes on a golf trip with a suitcase like that? Needless to say, got some stick and got the nickname Prince Nazim Hamid. In all seriousness, so you're a massive role model to many up at the club, loved by all, and most of all, the level of respect you have is unprecedented and fully deserved, I might add. Yeah. You always have and always will have the club at heart, which you have definitely passed on to me. And again, you have your own unique way of making me realise this. Now, I've not shared this story with many, but I feel like I need to share it with you tonight, as it just illustrates how much my dad has the club at heart and how much he cares about this place. So going back nearly 12 years ago, when I wasn't as heavily involved as the club as what I am today, Accrington had a massive amount of people leave the club for their own reasons, one thing or another. And I'll be honest, I was nearly one of them people. I told my dad my intentions and my reasons and how the timing wasn't great, and he understood my opinion, and I will never forget what followed that conversation. He said, that's fine, and you can join wherever you want to, as it's your money. But you've been a member here since you were a lad, and now you're at an age where you have a decent opinion and people will listen. So instead of walking away and joining somewhere else, why don't you get yourself on a committee, try and make a difference and try and make it a better place. And in 12, 18 months, if things haven't changed, you can walk away knowing that you've tried your best, but with your head held high. And I thought, you know what, he has a point. So I joined the Greens Committee, and this was a real eye-opener to me. The time, effort and pure passion that is put in by ultimately a group of volunteers giving up their free time to try and make a difference at a club they all care about quickly made me realise all the hard work and effort people put in behind the scenes on all committees to make this club what it is today, which obviously my dad has experienced firsthand. I knew it was going to be an eye-opener to me. So thank you for making me realise this, and I do genuinely believe this is the passion. I do genuinely believe the passion I have for this club grew tenfold after this, and probably the driving force behind why I'm stood here today as captain. So I could spend all night telling you stories of how you've helped, guided me over the years, but I want to end it firstly on a personal level by thanking you for everything you have done as a family. If I end up being half the man you are, I'll have done okay. I will continue to always look up to you and respect you, even though we might not always agree on everything. And from a club's perspective, thank you for your loyal service. You're a definite role model for most of the club, and your passion to make this club a better place is absolutely unbelievable. So you definitely deserve this moment, and I hope you enjoy your remainder of the year. So can everyone please be upstanding to a toast? To Accrington Golf Club's president, Mr. Ian Nuttall.